Yo, what is good, boys? In today's video, we got the UFC Freedom 250 Underdog rankings, okay? The definitive UFC Freedom 250 Underdog rankings. As you can see on the screen, we've got numbers 1 through 7 lined up. 1 being the most likely to beat their opponent at the White House, and number 7 being the least likely, in my opinion, okay? This is totally opinion based, okay? We're not going off the odds or nothing on the sports books. I'll try to remember the odds as we go throughout the video so you guys can see how big of an underdog they really are. But this is opinion based, okay? This is definitive. All right, I got reasons for why the dudes are where they are on the underdog rankings. As you can see, like I said, we've got 7. Okay, we got 14 fights on the White House card. I will say Serial gone in the Alex Pereira fight. I'm pretty sure it's completely even odds, or at least it was like yesterday when I checked. So I just put Serial gone as the underdog. All right, all right, dude. I think he's gonna end up being the underdog once it gets closer, but we're gonna go through them, talk about them, and why I think they could beat their opponent, even the number 7 guy. Okay, we're gonna talk about how he could still beat his opponent. All right, because it's the fucking era of the underdogs. I had to do a lot of research, mainly into the underdogs on this fucking fight card because it literally is the era of the underdog. So I had to fucking go through and make sure I'm locked in, and if there's a valid underdog, I'm gonna take him. Okay, so you're gonna have to wait for the predictions video because I think I'm gonna pick a couple of underdogs on this card, dude. It's looking promising for the old fucking sports books this weekend. All right, we're gonna get straight into it at number 7 here. If you do end up liking the tier list, or fuck, not the tier list, the ranking, I guess. Fucking comment down in the comment section. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you would move guys. Where and why you would move them. And also, if you haven't already seen the fucking tier list we did yesterday, it was the White House fighters as Secret Service tier list. I just dropped it yesterday. It's a fucking absolutely banger tier list, okay? So fucking check it out after this. Let's get straight into the number 7 spot, all right? Lock in, dude. Um, Coming at the number 7 spot, dude, we got old Ariel Helwani, all right? You can't convince me that this ain't fucking Ariel. This is Ariel. He's trying to get back at Dana. Um, no, but for real, it's Amin Zahabi. He's going up against Sean O'Malley at the White House. I just don't think he has anything for Sean O'Malley, okay? And here's why. I think he is too technical for Sean O'Malley. And I know that might be crazy to say because, Sean O'Malley with technical fighters, we saw him against Peter Yan, one of the most technical fighters ever, I would say. And, supposedly Sean O'Malley beat him. But even Zahabi is another fucking level of technical. Okay, you have technical as in like Peter Yan, and then you have technical as in Eamon Zahabi at the very bottom. All right, this is the fucking. He's not throwing anything out of the ordinary. Sean O'Malley, he's gonna go in there, and I would hope he fucking watched tape still. He's gonna go in there and he knows what to expect, and he's gonna get what he's expecting to get. He's gonna get the fucking technical striking. I don't see Eamon Zahabi shooting a fucking takedown on the White House lawn, especially. Okay, I think he's going to try to keep this on the feet with Sean O'Malley, and I think Sean O'Malley's going to stay at range, poke him up on the outside, and I just don't see Eamon Zahabi handling the pressure, the dynamic movements of Sean O'Malley well. So, sorry, buddy. Sorry, old Ariel. You're going at the number 7 spot, dude. Next up, we've got Michael Chandler, dude. I don't see him beating Mauricio Rufy. And I'm trying not to give away my fucking predictions, okay? But I'm doing it on accident. Michael Chandler, he has one of two options to win this fight. He has one option, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I just worded it like that, but he has one option to win this fight, and that is to rely on his pressure and his wrestling. Pressure, wrestling, okay? And he's not going to fucking do that. It's fucking Michael Chandler, dude. He's going to go out there. We're on the fucking White House lawn, folks. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. He's going to go out there and he's going to try to fucking stand and bang with Mauricio Rufy. Probably going to get fucking spinning wheel kicked out cold. I could see like maybe a fucking jump knee from Mauricio Rufy. I don't know. But if Michael Chandler actually takes this fight serious, I know in a lot of interviews he's saying he's not taking this fight to entertain. I guess he was taking all of his other fights to entertain, and that's it, not to win. He said he was gonna try to fucking win this fight. I sound like Daniel Cormier, dude. These guys told me. I interviewed him last week, and you know what they told me? that they're coming here to win. Okay, Michael Chandler supposedly he's going out there to win, get a win for himself. Um, but if he doesn't stick to a game plan and he didn't come up with a good game plan in the first place, this is assuming that his game plan is pressure wrestling, okay? He might not even be game planning to fucking do that. He may be game planning to rely on his pressure striking. He does have a hell of a chin, okay? Didn't really hold up against Patty Pillman, but that's kind of different. I don't feel like Mauricio Rufy's going to get on top of him and fucking throw down elbows. I think the best game plan for Michael Chandler is to go out there, don't rely on one or the other, okay? You don't have to fucking go in there and rely on striking or rely on wrestling, okay? Go in there, fucking rely on both. Pressure wrestling, pressure striking. He better have his fucking cardio up. Shoot a takedown, slam Mauricio Rufy on his fucking dome. Which he can do, okay? He can do that. Mauricio Rufy doesn't have this fucking legendary takedown defense, all right? That's still going to be a threat. Dealing with Michael Chandler is the fucking pressure wrestling. Go in there, dump Mauricio Rufy on his head a couple of times, get loose on the fucking feet, okay? Cut angles, because you know Mauricio Rufy, he's gonna be cutting angles as well. So I think if fucking Michael Chandler goes in there and he kind of combats that with the same thing, he's cutting angles too. He's popping in and out of the void. I think he actually does have a chance, okay? You guys will have to wait and see my final predictions for the Michael Chandler versus Mauricio Rufy fight, but dude, there's a couple of fucking underdogs on this card. I don't know if I've ever already said that. There's a fucking couple of underdogs on this card that are kind of looking saucy, all right? Coming at the number 5 spot, we got Big Rufus himself, dude, Justin Gaethje. All right? Going up against Ilya Topuria at the White House on Sunday. I don't know if we quite understand what this fight's gonna look like. I can't even picture most of the, most UFC fights in general. You can fucking kind of picture how they're gonna go, and most of the time it's gonna end up like that if you really pay attention to the sport. It's gonna play out somehow how you imagined it, or somewhat how you imagined it is what I'm trying to say. Dude, I have no fucking clue. I have no clue how Justin Gaethje would win this fight. Everybody's talking about the calf kicks, okay? The way Justin Gaethje throws calf kicks is he gets into the clinch, lets go of his hands, okay? So he's kind of hands out. You guys can't see me, but he's hands out, detaching from the clinch, and that's when he'll throw both of his arms to his side, or at least his lead arm, whichever one is closer to his opponent. He'll throw it to his side and then chop the calf. All right? That's not going to fucking work against Ilya Topuria. So if I see one more goddamn thing about, oh, dude, man, people forget, man, Justin Gaethje has devastating calf kicks, man. Dude, yeah, people forget, man, dude. He's fucking crippled a few guys. Like, he's really fucked some guys up with his calf kicks. Yeah, his clinch calf kicks, yeah, they're fucking dangerous, dude. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. He's not doing that shit against Ilya Topuria. Ilya Topuria will eat that calf kick and fucking dive right into the void and fucking hit a 1-2 combo like he did on fucking poor Charles Oliveira, okay? If Justin Gaethje throws his calf kicks like that. He's got to set him up with combos, I think. I've heard a lot of people saying that, and it's very true. If he does, plan on the whole calf kick game plan, the whole leg kick game plan, he's going to have to go in there, throw some combos with the hands, and then fucking whip that calf kick, because they are dangerous, okay? I'll give him that, but I just don't think the way he sets them up and throws them is going to work against Ilya Topuria. And not to mention that, fucking Ilya Topuria has devastating calf kicks himself. Every last 3 opponents, Volk, Max, and Charles, I think he's thrown a calf kick in all of those fights or a leg kick and spun them around. Okay, spun them around, made them fucking do a little ballerina spin. All right, so fucking Ilya Topuria, he's got the calf kicks as well. Like I said for Justin Gaethje, though, he's gonna have to stay technical when he throws the calf kicks. I think that could be a good game plan along with some pressure wrestling, okay? I wouldn't say pressure wrestling as in fully go for the takedown, okay? I don't know if that sounds stupid or not. I don't mean pressure wrestling as in actually going for a takedown to get on top and then transfer over to mount. Justin Gaethje's not going to do that, okay? Pressure wrestling as in just shoot a fucking lazy takedown. Get him thinking. Get Ilya Topuria thinking about every odd that he can, okay? Ilya Topuria, he mainly stays calm in the cage, but if you throw enough things at him, it's any person, if you throw enough techniques and different moves at him, they're eventually, kind of going to get overstimulated. So that would be my game plan for old Rufus here, coming in at the number 5 spot. On to the number 4 spot, dude. We got a fucking sleeper pick, okay? A little fucking sleeper pick. It's Big D Lou, dude. It's Big D Lou. Come on. Dude, roast me in the fucking comments. I don't give a fuck, dude. D Lou has a fucking solid chance of winning this fight. In the Josh Hokett fight versus Curtis Blades, okay? Which obviously is who Derek Lewis is going up against at the White House, is Josh Hokett. Dude, he got hit, I think, 200 plus times. Okay, that was not a dominant win by Josh Hokett by any means. That was a close fight by Josh Hokett and Curtis Blades. In 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 that fight, fucking Josh Hokett, dude, he didn't what's the word I'm looking for? He didn't fucking take one to pay two, right? He was taking one, giving one, taking one, giving one. And you cannot fucking do that shit against Big D Lou, bro. He might be 41, he might be fucking unk status. But D Lou, no matter what, he has fucking power in the hands. Josh Hokett, his chin did look good in the Curtis Blades fight, but again, that's fucking Curtis Blades. That's not Derek Lewis. So I would say for the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds, if I was Josh's coach, that's kind of what I'm doing for all these guys. I'm their coach in this scenario. If I was Josh Hockett's coach, the first 2 minutes, 30 seconds, or maybe all the way up until the end of round one, we're going out there, we're using our clinch, throwing some big knees up the middle to the body of Derek Lewis. We're pressure wrestling, holding him up against the cage, getting him down to one knee, making him work his way back up, from the mat, and then, back up to cage side. I would say that's the best game plan for Josh Hokett. And then round 2 and 3, you don't really got to worry about much of a threat, okay? I know Derek Lewis, he's had the fucking Volkov fights where he's came back in the 3rd round and somehow won. I don't think that's quite, I don't think that Derek Lewis is still here with us, okay? Unfortunately. With the Waldo Cortez Acosta fight, we didn't see that type of dog in Derek Lewis, okay? That's why I got it fucking dog. DAWG, all right? Yeah, I don't know. I just don't anything but the first round for Derek Lewis. I'm worried for him. I could see a TKO by Josh Hokett, but then again, I can see fucking Derek Lewis. Okay, just like what, a year ago, he fucking KOs Taliesin Teixeira, in the first round in 30 seconds. So definitely not impossible for Derek Lewis to win. I feel like he's one of the least talked about underdogs on this card. I feel like I'm hearing more about fucking Michael Chandler beating Mauricio Rufy than fucking Derek Lewis having a chance of beating Josh Hokett, which is absolutely it's fucking insane to me. So yeah, that's what I would recommend for Derek Lewis. Go out there swinging in the fucking first round. And just try to get lucky, bro. Honestly, just try to get lucky, land one on the chin like he did in the Taliesin Teixeira fight, and just hope fucking Josh Hokett somehow gets knocked out. All right. On to the number 3 spot. We've got the one and only Kyle Dawkins, dude. He is a top 3 fucking underdog on this card. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. He's got very good not very good striking, but pretty good striking. Okay. He's going up against Bo Nickel, still a little bit untested. We saw Bo Nickel in the RDR fight look like shit, which is aging worse and worse every day, Mr. Bo Nickel. The RDR loss is fucking aging like spoiled milk. And Kyle Dawkins, dude, he's on like a 6-fight winning streak right now. He's got some crazy submissions. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. And the fact that we all know that Bo Nickel is going to go out there and he's going to try to wrestle with Kyle Dawkins, it just makes me favor fucking Kyle Dawkins even more. I could see a fucking beautiful sprawl by Kyle Dawkins. Once Bo Nickel shoots his double leg, lock up a fucking Darce or jump Gilly or some shit and somehow catch Bo Nickel in it. Because as much as the fucking Bo Nickel Glazers, which there's not many, okay, but when there is one, it's the glaze you've never seen before. It's the Joe Rogan in calf kick type of glaze, okay? If you know, you know. It's like unfucking bearable glaze. Oh, dude, Bo Nickel, dude, fucking dude. Do you like know what's gonna happen to Kyle Dawkins, dude? Bo Nickel's a fucking wrestler, dude. He's a fucking dog. He's gonna double leg fucking Kyle Dawkins and drop him on his head. That's not the fucking fact of the matter, okay? Kyle Dawkins, like I said, submissions. I would honestly, if I was Kyle Dawkins' coach, bro, go in there, get comfortable with the striking, maybe try to crack Bo Nickel. Okay, we've seen Bo Nickel go to the body. We know that's one of his weaknesses. And just wait for him to shoot. If he's really that confident in his submission game, Kyle Dawkins is, wait for fucking Bo Nickel to shoot and try to lock up a Darce. Really emphasize the sprawling so that you can get in that kind of, Bo Nickel on his knees and then Kyle Dawkins laying over top of him. Like after you sprawl, I don't know what the position's called, but try to get to that point, lock up a Darce, jump Gilly if you fucking need to. And yeah, I don't think you really got to worry about the submission game of Bo Nickel. So even if it does go to the ground, fucking start throwing up triangles, arm bars, all that good shit. And if you can get on top, obviously threaten submissions from there. Make Bo Nickel not want to go to the ground with you, is basically what I'm trying to say. Try to smother him on the ground. On to the number 2 spot. We got fucking one that I do not want to win. Okay, I do not want this guy to win. Steve Garcia, dude. I'm sorry, Steve Garcia. Seems like a chill dude and all that good shit, but dude, you're going up against Diego Lopez. If you fucking knock out Diego Lopez, I'll be at your house. I'll be at your fucking house, Steve Garcia. If you, dude, if you beat him by decision, okay, if I see you in the street and you beat him by decision, you better fucking watch out, Steve Garcia, because I'm coming for that fucking dome, all right? Do not fucking lay a finger on my fucking Diego Lopez, okay? Please, God. But no, for real, Steve Garcia does have a very, very good chance of beating Diego Lopez. He's technical with the striking. He's got very good boxing. Doesn't throw a crazy amount of kicks, okay? But mainly the boxing, okay? And the reason why I'm putting him at 2 and not 1 is going to be because although he has the boxing, okay, I think he stays in the void for too long. Okay, he gets into the hitting range of his opponents, and then he kind of stays there too long. I feel like he doesn't just go in there, throw his combinations, and then he's back at range. He kind of goes in there, whole fucking. It's kind of almost like he goes in there, throws his combo, and then like checks to see if his opponent is hurt. Like you know what I mean? Like he's kind of waiting on something to happen while he's in the void. So, I'm gonna put Steve Garcia at number 2. I just think with Diego Lopez's kind of chaotic fighting style, his dangerous fighting style, I think Steve Garcia could land good shots. But I'm not gonna give my final prediction. Okay, I keep fucking forgetting that. Okay, I'm not giving my final prediction. Okay, Steve Garcia has a good chance with his boxing. That's all we're gonna say. All right, on to the number 1 spot. You obviously know who it is now that we've got every underdog revealed. It's Ciryl Gane, bro. It's fucking Lucky Charm Ciryl Gane, okay? As much as I don't want it to happen just like the Steve Garcia situation, Ciryl Gane is a big test. It's a big test for Alex Pereira, dude. We've never seen how Alex Pereira moves at at heavyweight, which is kind of the reason why I'm putting Ciryl Gane. Okay, not because of the actual abilities of Ciryl Gane, more so that we haven't seen Alex, fight at heavyweight. So that's kind of the reason I'm putting him at number 1. The other things would be he's super light on his feet. I'm not trying to even give Ciryl Gane the slightest bit of glaze in this fucking underdog ranking because the amount of bullshit that I've heard come out of the fans, the all of a sudden fans, by the way, of Ciryl Gane is fucking astonishing, dude. Like I was watching this TikTok live earlier with this other MMA creator, and he had this guy on that was saying how Ciryl Gane was going to be Alex Pereira at the White House, but his main reasoning was that Ciryl Gane's fight IQ is better than Alex Pereira's. We're talking about the same guy that had a tough match with Tai Tuivasa. Okay. We're talking about Ciryl Gane like he's some fucking mythical being because he's 6'5", 260 lean, okay? Like I genuinely do not understand it. Like the guy even on the live was saying like fucking Alex Pereira doesn't have the technicality and the fight IQ. He has one of the best fight IQs in the game, dude. You don't catch multiple opponents with the same left hook over and over if you don't have a good fight IQ, okay, and good setups, which Alex Pereira does. I think Alex Pereira will come out there super technical. I think if Serial gone. His way to winning would be staying at range, obviously. Not letting Alex Pereira hunt him down too much. Okay, constantly be throwing the jab, body shots, body jabs would be nice from Serial. Leg kicks maybe would work to keep Alex Pereira at range. I would say instead of going in with the game plan of throwing leg kicks and jabs, I would throw leg stomps and jabs if I was Serial Gon's coach and I was trying to tell him what to do. I would say go out there, stomp the lead leg of Alex Pereira. Just keep him at range as much as you can. Always have your guard up, just in case he's going for that setup. Try to read the setups as best as you can without overthinking it, and stomp the fuck out of the lead leg. Okay. Obviously, I don't want this to happen, but we're Serial Gon's coach. Okay, we're the underdog coach for right now. So yeah, I'm gonna put Serial Gun at the number one spot. That's gonna be my underdog rankings. I don't know if that was a good yap session. I feel like it was pretty good. I'm kind of like coked up on a fucking energy drink right now. So yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I just said in this video, but I was kind of freaking the fuck out earlier, dude. I fucking I thought my mic was broken, dude. I was having a fucking meltdown before this because I have so many video ideas I want to do with the White House card. I was dead ass freaking out. So I'm glad I got the fucking um underdog ranking video made is what I'm trying to say. All right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you would change any, let me know and why. And let me know if you're actually picking any underdogs on the card. So let me know down in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, all the mumbo jumbo gumbo. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. We're gonna have the prediction video coming soon. All right. Check out the tier list that we just dropped yesterday as well. Goodbye.